Good morning, Mr. Applegate. Sir, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On July 13th, 2024, officers conducting routine business checks due to burglaries because of lack of electricity because of Hurricane Beryl. Officers checked out on a suspicious male at a Goodwill that was closed at the time. The defendant was observed by the officers to be placing items in his vehicle. They made contact with the defendant and conducted a Terry frisk, which discovered 2.6 grams of marijuana. The defendant said he was picking up scrap metal from outside the location, and the defendant had a felony warrant for burglary of a building.
Okay, so this isn't, because I see that he's got an open burglary of a building. This is, don't say anything. I don't need your help.
It's unrelated. It's a separate transaction.
So I guess they didn't charge him with anything as far as there.
Correct. The burglary of the building was April of last year, and he was on the warrant for that case at the time. He's close to the bar.
So where was the weed? In his pocket?
Correct. In his pocket.
Can you tell me about the burglary of a building, please?
April 5th, 2023, 7110 Barker Cypress Road. We responded to Rainforest Car Wash, spoke with the manager, said the defendant was a former employee, had broken into the business and stole a vacuum and buffer. Victim said the defendant came back and asked for his job back. Manager showed business surveillance to the police of the defendant pulling up in his Lincoln Navigator, forcing his way into the business and taking the property.
Mr. Applegate, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or dope, I will put you in jail, and I'm going to make your bond extremely high. Do you understand? My sole purpose in life is to protect every single person and every single piece of property in Harris County. If I find that you act like a fool while you're out there in the free world, I will take it away from you in a heartbeat. Do you understand? I don't care what you're doing. I don't care where you're going. I don't care who you're with. You endanger my property. You endanger my public. I'm going to light you up. Do you understand? What do you do for a living?
I'm unemployed right now. Right now, I'm just gonna clean up, like cutting the trees down and everything like that because of the storms.
Do you have a full-time job? It's time for you to get a full-time job. You have way too much time on your hands and you are becoming self-destructive. All you're doing is you're picking up more cases, doing stuff you shouldn't be doing. Do you understand? I will appoint you a lawyer today. I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks and I want to see what you have done to get a full-time job. If you've done nothing, it's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand me? I don't know if there's an application on file or not. Deeds is not working again. For now, I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while I find you a lawyer. After that, you're going to meet with Tracy for your bond conditions. You are now on notice. I'm telling you, if you don't have anyone to pony up a $10,000 to $15,000 bond on you, you will be stuck like Chuck in jail until this case is over. Behave yourself. Do you understand? All right.
Judge, that was 2 weeks to get a job?
Yeah. Well, to see what he's done to get a job. Be back here in 2 weeks.
State's bond conditions?
No, with Tracy. Make sure that he's not using. You, Kenneth Henderson. Mr. Henderson, you're charged with failure to identify oneself You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On July 11th, 2024, officers were dispatched to an assault in progress call at a park. When they arrived, the two parties matching the description were already walking away. Officers approached the defendant, who provided his name, Kenan Henderson, 6206, date of birth. Officers were unable to get a hit and asked him to re-verify. The defendant stated,
Again, what's he doing wrong at the park?
there was an assault, Your Honor.
Oh, there was an assault.
There was an assault call in progress, and the defendant
Oh.
and the other party matched the description.
Got it. Okay.
Officers were unable to get a hit and asked him to re-verify. The defendant stated it was correct and that he was 18 and never had a TCID and a Texas ID and did not know his social security number. He got upset and stated he wasn't lying. The defendant gave his mother's phone number to verify, and she gave the true information. The defendant gave a false date of birth and concealed that he was 21 years old, dating a 16-year-old.
So the information he gave was just the wrong date of birth?
Correct.
What happened with the assault investigation? Was there an actual assault?
That's what they were dispatched to, Judge. I'll have to do some follow-up, but we didn't charge him with an assault or anybody else. From what I see.
And so you're saying that in the call for the assault, he matched the description?
That's correct, Judge. That's what's being alleged it is.
All right. Mr. Henderson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. So you're 18, correct? Or are you 19? How old are you?
21.
What do you do for a living? Nothing?
Oh.
NRZ, with Andy Frame.
Did you graduate from high school? Why not?
Professional medical.
What grade did you make it to?
12.
I mean, you're almost there. Why didn't you follow through, man? You just dropped out on the last year. Why? It's time for you to go back. And I want to see you go back. And I am now making that a condition of your bond that you and I together are going to try to get your GED. You cannot roll around life with, at the very minimum, a high school diploma. You will go nowhere. You will make pennies on the dollar for the rest of your life. This life is a journey, and it can be a great journey, or it could be an absolute miserable, rotten toilet of an existence. And I'm going to tell you, if you have no money, it's going to be a rotten life, because you need money for everything in life. And if you don't have money, you'll never get a car. You'll never go on a vacation. You want to get a wife one day? You want to keep that wife? If you ain't got no money, all you're going to do is fight. It's a miserable, rotten existence. And it starts with getting, at the minimum, your high school diploma. So I will give you a lawyer today. In 2 weeks, I want you back here to show me what you have done to start looking about getting into GED classes. I have the lawyer who has resources to also help you out so that we can give you money, we can give you computers, whatever you need. But it starts with you. Do you understand? I'm telling you, life sucks without money. It's really real. Everyone wants to see you fail. Everyone laughs when you fall down. Don't give them a reason. And it starts with your high school diploma. You understand? No smoking any dope. I'm going to test you. I will test you 31 days from today.
This is where things get serious fast. What started as a minor marijuana charge suddenly connects to a prior burglary case and that changes everything in the judge's eyes. Notice how the judge shifts focus? It's no longer just about 2.6 grams. It's about a pattern of behavior. And here's the real question. Should a past mistake weigh this heavily on a current low-level charge, or is the judge right to see a bigger picture forming?
If I see that you're smoking dope, then you will get your GED with me behind bars. Do you understand? Okay? I'm not asking for much. Make me proud. All right. Can you reach out to the MAC for him, and then we'll see him back in 2 weeks, see what he's done? Okay. Mr. Henderson, I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we start on all the paperwork for you.
Three co-defendants.